Hi, I'm Jennifer Gonis with Signature Premier Properties, and today I am going to run through with you how to use Instanet, which is an online tool free to everybody who uses LIBOR. Write up all of your paperwork that you need for any listings or buyers right online. You can send it out to get it e-signed and then have it filed inside of Instanet for as long as you need it. So the way that you access Instanet is to go into Stratus. Underneath One Key MLS links, you'll find the Instanet link. Click on there. You're simply going to go to the Create Transaction box and click on that. And we are going to pretend that we are getting a listing. Everything with a red asterisk are the only things that you need to fill in, but I will tell you any extras that are going to be helpful to you. So when I do a transaction, I typically name it whatever the address is that I'm listing. You all, if you're with Signature Premier Properties, have templates inside of your Instanet already for you. So we're going to use the SPP listing packet. We're not importing any data. You're going to add yourself as the listing agent and make sure Use Wizard is marked off. Click the blue Create button, and we're going to be going through a wizard that has 5 steps. Step 1 is going to be your details. So anything you fill in here will pre-fill on your forms. Street number, the street name, the town, state, and zip. Then you're going to click Next, so we get to step 2, which is transaction dates. If you know any of the dates, the listing date or expiration date, you can fill that in. If not necessary, click the Next button. Contacts, this is everybody that you need to have sign your forms. You're already going to be in here as the listing agent, and the listing broker is Signature Premier Properties. In order to add your signers, you're going to click on the blue Add button. This is adding a contact. You're going to create a new transaction contact. The type is going to be a seller in this case because we're doing a listing. You're going to do the seller's first name and last name. We don't have a red asterisk by email, but this makes your life much easier when you get to the signing portion if you put the email address in there. Now we're just going to make sure it says Add to Address Book so you have it for future use, and click the blue Save button. If you have more than one signer, you're going to repeat that process until you have all of your signers in there. Now we're going to click the blue Next button. Step 4 of 5 is the forms. Because we use the template, all the forms we could need are sitting right here for us. So click Next. Fax back cover sheet we don't typically use, but if you do have somebody that is going to be printing these, signing, and then faxing back, they're going to have this fax back cover sheet, which will bring it right back into your Instanet account for you. So click Done. And now you have your transaction dashboard for this transaction. All we need to do is fill in our forms. I will just go over a few with you. We will head over to smoke and carbon. Just click on the form that you want to write up. It will open. The name is already pre-filled for us and the address. We don't have to add anything, but we are going to save this form for when it has to get signed. So you're going to go up to the top. Every time you're inside of a transaction, work with the icons on the top. Do not work with the icons on the left, or you will be brought outside of the transaction. So to save this form, we go up to the file, hover over the little floppy disk, and click Save. This form is now saved to our transaction file. To get the next form, you're going to go up to the top, and you're going to hover on this icon that looks like a piece of paper. It's the transaction forms. You click on the icon. All the forms that you need in your transaction are right here. Now we're going to go and fill out agency disclosure. So you click on the form, scroll down to where you need to fill in, because we are a listing agent. We're working for the seller as a seller's agent, giving both advanced informed consents. We don't know who's representing the buyer at this time. You are always representing your seller. Fill in your seller's names, mark off that the seller is signing, print in the seller's name again, and now your form is complete. Make sure you save it. You're going to save every single form that you work on. If you want to get to the next form, you click that transaction form icon, and the next form comes up. We'll do fair housing. Scroll, everything's filled in for us, nothing to do. Save that form again. And now we have 3 forms that we filled in and saved. Now we're going to go ahead and get these forms signed. So in order to do that, you're going to come on over to the Authenticign icon, which is just this little pen on the top right. Click on that. It will bring you over to Authenticign. It's going to bring over the last form that you worked on. So right here is our fair housing form. On the right-hand side, this is how we're going to set up all of our forms to be signed. Right now it's asking for us which signers have to go on here. So we're going to click the blue Add Participant, and all of your homeowners that you set up in the beginning are going to be here. So you're going to add from the transaction. This is our seller. If you had more than one seller, you would click them right here. If you wanted to add yourself for the lead paint, you would click that as well. Just click select when you're done picking your people that you want to sign. Now we're going to click on the right-hand side where it says docs. And this is where people mostly get stuck because they don't know how to bring over their other forms. When you're on the docs icon, you can add documents or forms. So you click the blue button. All of the forms, whether or not we filled them out, are here. So we're just going to add the forms that we need. Click add. Now to set up the signing blocks, you're going to click on the tools on the right. Typically, you're always going to use sign here and initial here. So you're going to scroll down to where there's signing blocks. These are already set up for us, which is nice, and this one as well. If you needed to add a signing block, you just click and drag. Initials, same thing. If you added something and you don't need it, click on it. There's a little garbage can that opens up. Just click the garbage can and it goes away. Go through all your forms, make sure they're set up the way you want them to be, and simply click the blue next button. It's going to tell you finalize signing setup and click send. Now it's emailed out to your clients to be signed. If you have more than one signer, they both need to sign in order for the documents to come back to you, and they automatically get a copy as well. Any questions, feel free to reach out.